YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in Total War Warhammer 2. Now, since the release of Mortal Empires, I have given very little attention to the Wood Elves. And the Wood Elves actually had a few significant changes. I should have gone and cataloged all of them, but I know they made changes to Treekin, which I think essentially nerfed them. And then they buffed War Dancers with the Azrai Spear, and I'm not sure exactly what else they've done. They're an interesting faction. I find them to be very good against certain factions and just really bad versus others. And High Elves and Lizardmen and even Dark Elves are ones that I would think, man, it's got to be kind of tough for the Wood Elves to get along. Well, Mr. Robin, who has been a previous submitter of replays on my channel and who's a competitive player, was kind enough to send me some builds with his High Elves versus the Lizardmen. This one actually looks like it came from maybe he's under a different name. So we got a Lizardmen versus High Elves, and then Wood Elves versus Lizardmen, because I was curious. I kind of have an idea how High Elves match up against Lizardmen, and it's honestly not great. Lizardmen are really strong right now. If you use kind of troll-type armies with them, they're very, very strong. Now, most people that I've run into have been kind enough to not be using like complete troll versions of Lizardmen, but there's a lot of people who do. And you know what? That's what the Lizardmen are good at right now, and for people who want to win, it's something that they do to win. In any case, let's take a look at this one. This one's got 2 skink chiefs, and I've heard a lot of people say, Air, these guys are totally not overpowered. Yes, they are. They're too expensive, or too cheap for what they do. 100 ammunition, 445 poison missile damage. You can't catch them. They are good. They're really stinking good, and they can put a ton of pressure on you. Bastiladon with a solar engine, I think it's a solid choice against High Elves because it gives you a nice ranged advantage that you want. Chameleon Skinks are always a solid pick, and they are difficult to deal with. You can see we've got Tyrion here, a noble, some Dragon Princes, 2 of those, and then the main line is going to be White Lions. Armor Piercing should be good against Saurus. Unfortunately, though, for him, this is a Temple Guard base build, so it's Temple Guard, Slan Mage, High, which he brings the High Slan Mage to deal with flyers. These 2 units combined with the High Mage for Slan gives him Tempest, and if you bring a Flying Lord, the Lizards can screw you up pretty bad. And you can see that they're already kind of screwing him up pretty bad here. He's going to spread wide with the Lizardmen army, and then the 2 Skink Chiefs are going to be extremely cost effective and harassing the crap out of the leadership from the High Elves. And you can see that the poison slows them down, hurts weapon damage, it hurts all kinds of things. It just, like I said, these Skink Chiefs are extremely effective. And then Chameleon Skinks are actually pretty tough to deal with. If you send cavalry after them, you're likely not to get your money's worth, but I mean, Chameleon Skinks can cause a lot of damage like you see to these Spearmen. The Spearmen have shields too. So, in any case, you're going to see these Dragon Princes just make it around the edge of that Temple Guard, and the White Lions are not going to win a fight, I don't think, versus the Temple Guard, but they should do decent damage, assuming they don't get too jacked up by other units. You can see the Mage of Light, probably going to use a net over here. Yep, tie down the Skinks, maybe bring in a charge from the Dragon Princes. Oh my gosh, that solar engine's just brutal. So we've got a Banishment that was used here, did a lot of damage to the White Lions. The Dragon Princes here, though, does get a pretty clutch charge. The Temple Guards is actually able to come support, even though there's a net there. Looks like it's finally going to get caught. Dragon Princes will do a lot of damage. Over here, there's going to be a rear charge from Dragon Princes as well. They don't have armor piercing, but they do have a really high charge, but the poison missiles coming in here, and then all the other units around are probably going to see the Dragon Princes pretty quickly destroyed before they can really be cost effective. Like I said, the Temple Guard will probably hold up fairly well. A couple of Chameleon Skinks are out. Oh wow, there was 3 Dragon Princes. I got that wrong initially. Yeah, 3 Dragon Princes. Lizardmen over here using this shield ability, which will buff up their units temporarily. Magic resistance and leadership. Oh wow, Tyrion is getting the crap shot out of him. Look at this, the Skink Chiefs just working Tyrion, as well as these Chameleon Skinks. Looks like the Spearmen going to try and come in, but I don't see how Tyrion can possibly escape this. These guys can keep up with him. They can poison him, slow him down. Victory on this flank. So far, the High Elves putting up a fight, but they're kind of losing through attrition here, in my opinion. They still got a Slan Mage. They have to kill 2 Bastillodons, and these guys can be healed by the cold-blooded ability on these Skink Chiefs. Look at that, Skink Chiefs just slowly but surely ridding the battlefield of Tyrion. Despite being overwhelmed, the Temple Guard are holding. Dragon Princes are going to pull out and look for another charge. These Spearmen are doing a good job of keeping a couple of units of Chameleon Skinks busy, and that's usually one of the best ways to deal with Chameleon Skinks is to chase them off with a fodder unit. So Tyrion and the Noble come over, but you know Tyrion is going to be dead here very shortly. He's trying to heal a little bit. They're going to do tremendous damage to the Slan Mage, though. But there comes the Bastillodons with the Solar Engine trying to save him, and they will most likely succeed at that. And since the Dragon Princes don't provide armor piercing, they're not going to do a whole lot versus the Bastillodon with the Solar Engine. They can do some damage on the charge. You can see the Slan Mage is able to kind of get away here. Tyrion was dealt with, eventually being overcome by all the shots from the Skink Chiefs. Nice use of the net here to pin this guy down, but I'm not sure it'll be enough. Check it out, the Bastillodon with the Solar Engine taking some point-blank shots there. Slan Mage is in trouble, though. Slan Mage routes, but still got a lot of health, so looks like the Dragon Princes may come in to try and finish him. See what's left out here. The Spearman got routed, it came back from routing. Still a little bit of ammo left on some of these Chameleon Skinks. This one's got quite a lot of ammo, it just lost a pretty fair number of units in the fight. One Bastillodon routes here. Another Bastillodon routes, so the High Elves in a fortuitous position here, but they've still got a lot to deal with. These Skink Chiefs, they're no joke. Look at them now, just working down the Mage. And they'll also get the Noble, too, quite easily. Look at that, Mage is gone. So I'm pretty sure that the Lizardmen have a pretty solid chance to potentially come back. We'll see. All they have left, though, is Chameleon Skinks and a few Temple Guards, so I'm not sure. These guys can definitely kill off the leadership of the High Elves. It's a matter of whether the Lizardmen can put together enough regrouped forces. This Bastillodon will get chased off the battlefield, so a nice play by HeirofCarthage here. Get this thing gone. Again, these guys, difficult to deal with. Temple Guard there. Let's see, yes. Bastillodon's regrouping with the Chameleon Skinks back there. And if the Skink Chiefs can kill the leadership, it'll make a huge difference in this fight. There's still Dragon Princes, though. This one's decent health. A few Spearmen. The Noble, yep, he's dead. So leadership will get a lot shakier for the High Elves at this point. But those Dragon Princes get in here and rout the Bastillodon again. So I think the High Elves will be able to potentially win this, but I don't know. These Skink Chiefs are going to be pretty tough in melee. I'm not exactly sure, and they have a lot of ammo. The only thing is they'll get forced down to the ground eventually. The Solar Engine's going to turn... No, it routed again. No. Yes, no. It turned around. It says that it's broken, but it's shooting. So it must be some kind of strange glitch there or something. So the Dragon Prince is going to run it off again. And then it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory for the High Elves here. You can definitely see the trouble that those Skink Chiefs caused. Very much trouble. So in this case, it was going to be a Pyrrhic victory for the High Elves. So that's an interesting match to kind of show a tough Lizard build coming up against a High Elves build that's under the control of a player who's quite competent. See how that turns out. This is the one I'm really interested in. This is 5 Way Watchers and some Eternal Guard, Azrae Spear, going to be coming up against Lizardmen, because the Wood Elves, for me, every time I've tried to play the Lizardmen with Wood Elves, I just get freaking lizard stomped. Like, wrecked lizard stomped. Ooh, nice pull away here by HeirofCarthage. Don't want to be anywhere near these Chameleon Skinks with these unarmored Wild Riders. Now, Way Watchers can destroy Lizardmen monsters very quickly, especially in these kind of numbers. They can do it from long range, but they're very vulnerable whenever they get into melee, or if they get close to Chameleon Skinks, they're going to get chewed up in a big hurry. Need to turn off my Steam. There we go. So yeah, check out the Lizardmen army over here. Got some Javelin Skinks up front, some Saurus Warriors, Croxagores, Bastillodon Revivification, Bastillodon with Solar Engine, and we got a Slan Mage Priest of High Lord. Probably again expecting a dragon, so I like that Eru does not bring the dragon in order to make sure that that high... Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. That one volley, of course now it's 5 Way Watchers, but that one volley, yikes. And that range, these guys have some serious range. So that Solar Engine's almost dead from 2 volleys. The Eternal Guard are just going to be meant to hold the Wild Riders to just keep fast-moving units from getting to the Way Watchers. But basically everything here is all about hold while your Way Watchers nuke the leadership and the monsters. Oh, Prey of Anathrema, look at that. Almost 1 volley dead for the Bastillodon. But look at this over here. Chameleon Skinks get in range. They're going to start doing some damage quickly, but that's a Bastillodon completely dead 2 volleys later. This Skink Chief over here up in the air might be a good target. The shields on these Eternal Guards are going to be nice at kind of keeping the Chameleon Skinks busy. Here comes another shot onto the Slan Mage. He misses most of the damage. Some Saurus Warriors here being stopped by the Glady. And the Way Watchers are going to have to pull back. Again, I'm thinking the Skink Chief might be in it. Well, no, he's going to hit the Croxagores. Good choice. Those guys were about to break through the main line, and they're pretty quick moving. Good choice. The Solar Engine's now keeping its distance far in the back. This is far from over here. There's a lot of Lizardmen left. Yes, look at that. That's one way to deal with the Skink Chief. It's a lot more expensive than the Skink Chief is, but still, that's one way to do it. Let's see if they get another... Ooh, just gruesome damage. Way Watchers. Your biggest drawback with Way Watchers is how expensive they are, and their ammo is relatively limited. Relatively limited. These Javelins being, or these Chameleon Skinks being chased off out here. Glady does a good job at kind of mopping up these Saurus Warriors. And then right here, nice play with the War Dancers to mop up the Saurus Warriors who were charging forward. So far, the biggest problem he's got is over here. These Way Watchers are being killed by a Chameleon Skink, and that's a great trade for the Lizardmen. The Bastillodon gets too close. He's going to go ahead and ignore these guys temporarily. Maybe is he swinging these guys out? Oops, sorry. I was almost wondering if he was going to swing for this play here. High Mage is going to get destroyed from Prey of Anathrema, so I like the combination using the Prey of Anathrema to kind of single out a target, but look at that, a Way Watcher. See how quickly it can be killed? Not really sure why the attack didn't come sooner here. Maybe just a miss micro, an accident. Okay, the Slan Mage is dead. The Bastillodon is now dead. And with these Azrae Spears still in the field, I believe that the Wood Elves should be in the clear. They've still got some Wild Riders here also. The Skink Chief, though, healed up a lot of his damage. Oof, never mind. Yep. Yeah, those Way Watchers made short work of him. One of the few units that will make short work of him. Yeah, nice use of the Wild Riders here. Drive back the Skinks who were chasing down the Way Watchers. So he definitely wasn't perfect with the Way Watchers. He took some damage, but they have done their job. He's choosing his targets wisely, and he's inflicting mass casualties at the right place and time. And he's managing his ammo rather nicely. Again, you can't just go, you can't just do fire at will with Way Watchers. They'll waste their ammo. Nice job here with the Wild Riders. 100 kills. Very, very smartly used. Temple Guard are going to be a brilliant target for Way Watchers. High value, high armor. Way Watchers will shred right through it. They do have shields, but the Temple Guard will still take tremendous damage here. And again, the Azrae Spear is still here. They're fast moving. They won't be able to catch Chameleon Skinks, I don't think, because the Chameleon Skinks have the poison missiles. Let's see how this one turns out. I think he's got it all handled. Yeah, look at the Glady holding, and then the Way Watchers nuking. Yeah, look at that. Even the Azrae Spear can't catch these guys easily. Yeah, they probably won't catch them at all. charge with the Wild Riders. Glady's still very much alive. That's going to tilt the power bar. Nicely done. Nicely done. And even with 5 Way Watchers, he had a pretty fair amount of infantry there because he ditched the dragon, which was a smart move because this high mage was brought with specifically with that dragon in mind. Pin it down, use the solar engine and the chameleon skinks to tear it apart. So, nice job by Robin. Appreciate him sending in the replays. What do you all think? How do you think the Wood Elves fit into everything right now? I definitely don't think they're one of the most powerful factions, and they never were. But they're interesting. It seems like they're one of those factions that in the right scenario can be quite deadly, but in many scenarios require a little more finesse than people are used to using. And in my opinion, if I had to think of some of the most powerful factions out there right now, Lizardmen for sure, Dark Elves for sure. I would still say that High Elves probably rank pretty close up there because of their dragons. The Empire because of their overall usefulness. I would definitely say that those factions are in the top tier. There could be others, but I think those would be the ones that I would say are the top tier. Lizardmen, High Elves, Dark Elves. Yeah, High Elves, Dark Elves, Lizardmen, Empire. Skaven can be pretty good in the right scenario too. They're pretty dang strong. As you all saw that army I demonstrated with yesterday. Anyway, like I said, give me your thoughts. Appreciate Robin sending that in. Appreciate all of you for watching. Thanks to MSI for sponsoring my channel. They've been an awesome sponsor. I've been with them for a year now, and they're fantastic. They help me out a ton. So, really appreciate them. I will see you all next time with some more Total War Warhammer 2 online battles.